Number 1, Bobby Ojesnik. 2, Jason Marr. 3, Mark Twaddle. 4, Brian McLean. 5, Tam Scobie. 6, Burton O'Brien. 7, Tam McManus. 8, Callum Higginbotham. 5, Carol Finnegan. 10, Ryan Flynn. 11, Jack Compton. On the bench for the Bairns, 12, Chris Mitchell. 14, Mark Stewart. 15, Kieran Duffy. 16, Mark Miller. And 17, Jamie Bartley. Tonight's referee, Brian Winter, and his assistants, Stuart McCauley and Brian McGarry. Fourth official, Eddie Smith. So Jamie, time to put your reputation on the spot here. What's the score going to be?
I think it's going to be tight. I don't think there's going to be that many goals in this game. I'm hoping for maybe a 2-1 or a 3-2, but I just hope it's Falkirk win.
That's what we like to hear. Suzo Santana. Callum Elliott standing over the ball. The referee just waits for, of course, strange watching. Stephen Presley, so long a Hearts player, and Jim Jeffries, so long a manager. Of course, Jim signed Stephen from Dundee on a free transfer for Hearts, and he went on to produce great things, of course. Brian McLean nods it back to Robert Ojesnik, waves away Tam Scobie. Ojesnik forthrightly honest about his performance on Saturday. Certainly played well enough because he kept us in the game and right in the death. 2 fantastic saves aimed at Bouzid, just nods it away from Finnegan.
I think that's one player I think we can pressurise and make mistakes on. Bouzid. He's made loads of mistakes already this season.
Charged in the back, the referee saw nothing wrong with that. This time Callum Higginbotham steps in. There's Egert Jonsson trying to take it away. Callum Elliott moving up front. Glad to see the young man back after his injury. Met him in the airport as he was heading off for surgery down to Nottingham a couple of seasons ago, and he really was. Ryan Flynn just drifts past Johnson. Tries to find McManus, sending down the line to Santana. McManus and quickly though wins the ball. Higginbotham, real mess in there. Brian Wonders finally decides a free kick.
I think McManus has twisted his knee there. That could be a bad one as well.
He's got a sore one there. He's certainly in a lot of agony.
Could be a horror show of a start. I think he's caught his knees in the turf and
Mark Twaddle looking across to the bench.
Suso Santana just wrapped his legs around him and just twisted it.
Physio having a quick look at it. Doctor there too. And certainly Tam McManus won't want to come off.
He's jumping up to see and get off it.
Says he's going to be all right. No, in fact,
done.
he says he's done. So after 2
No.
minutes, Mark Stewart will come on for Tam McManus. And that looks as if it could be a serious one, Jamie.
Yeah, it's extremely serious. I've done it myself. Once you twist it, it just freezes up. You can't do absolutely anything on it. You can't even walk on it. So they're going to have to lift him up a wee bit here, give him a wee bit of hand. Don't let him put his weight on it. Just get off it and get the ice on it as soon as possible. Get him for a scan. That's what he would have hated, actually. You know, he would have been relishing this game.
And the saddest sight in football, Jamie, watching a player coming hobbling off.
Hope it's not too bad, eh?
Now Jack Compton. This is Mark Twaddle. Back to Scobie. Played through the middle. Picked up by Callum Higginbotham. Switches it to Burton O'Brien. Brian McLean finds Twaddle wide. Good spot by Brian McLean for his defensive teammate. Finnegan a arm up at the far post. Slides out. Mark Twaddle.
Yeah, I think his standing foot just slips as he's trying to hit the ball. Let's get Mark on as soon as we can.
Tam McManus going off. Mark Stewart yet to come on. Falkirk down to 10 men at this stage. Scobie wins that one ahead of Jonsson. Ryan Flynn. Played forward, aimed it.
Hold, he says.
Scobie on his wrong foot. Yeah, good play by Burton O'Brien. Referee went to the sides, the ball was moving. I'll give a chance for Mark Stewart to come on. Brian Winter just waiting for the paperwork to be completed.
Oh, we have a fourth referee doing the numbers this time. Makes a change.
We'll find out in half time exactly what Tam McManus's injury is like, but it certainly looked like a nasty one, Jamie.
It did, yeah, as I say. Santana just wrapped his leg around his knee and just momentum twisted him over, and he just took his knee with him.
Darren Barr organising the Hearts defence. He's normally more used to organising the Falkirk defence here. The ball's played long, aimed at Finnegan. Nods it down only as far as Thompson, no. Good downfield. Played again.
Time.
Again, Jason Marr. Knocked wide to Flynn. No, way too hard by Jason Marr.
Yeah, I think he just hurried it a wee bit, didn't he? I think a good firm side foot would have done, but he's tried to ping it.
Kevin Carroll drifts down this side. Mark Twaddle. Stands his ground, Mark Twaddle. Scobie pulled back by Santana. Good play from Mark Twaddle, Jamie. He wasn't allowing himself to be intimidated by Kevin Kyle.
Really good strength from Mark Twaddle. And that's what Kevin Kyle does. He tries to get yourself in position early on just so he can easily flick it.
Scobie plays into the channel for Compton. And boozed all over Compton. And Compton gets there.
Here we go.
Finnegan.
Here we go.
Oh, driven across to the back post. Mark Stewart couldn't quite get there. What a chance that was. And good play by Jack Compton, Jamie.
Oh, very good play. But he just comes to Finnegan. I can't believe he's not buried it, to be honest.
David Templeton, of course, ex-Stennismuir player. Darren Barr knocks it wide to Craig Thompson. Chance for Falkirk there. Tipped over the top. Again, Scobie does
well. Oh, it's come off Kevin Kyle. It's come right off his knees.
Well, the referee was a throw into Hearts. Craig Thompson and Sanderson down the line to Kevin Kyle. Again, Mark Twaddle there. Ryan Flynn ahead in front of him. And Twaddle wins the ball. Now Higginbotham. Ryan Flynn only plays it as far as Johnson. Oh, well, just threw himself down there, Jamie.
Yeah. That's a 9.9.
Well, that's really going to endear Egert Johnson to the Falkirk supporters. And Craig Thompson take this free kick. This one will be aimed into the penalty area for Kevin Kyle.
Same old Jambos, always cheating.
Boozed up there too. Once Santana, but only as far as Burton O'Brien. Clears downfield. Palasuelos knocks it back. Johnson knocks it back forward, headed on.
Oh, get out of the way.
Santana. In steps Ryan Carl Finnegan.
I thought Carla got the wrong side of him, but Santana allowed him to get back and just touch it away for a corner. I don't know, I think it's a right foot here, so we've been out swinging, I think.
Craig Thompson, aim this one around about the penalty spot, I would think.
Kevin Carla was trying to get free.
Used it on his own, marked by Mark Twaddle now. Played to the far
that's deep.
post.
Oh, free header.
Free header.
Oh.
Well, seen that so many times before. Free header past the post by Darren Barr. Not the first time we've seen that, Jamie.
Yeah, it's not like Darren to miss the target, is it?
Wouldn't have to watch many videos of Darren Barr. All you now have to do is get him caught on the byline when he tries to run the ball out, and then his night would be complete. A healthy crowd here from the Falkirk Stadium. Of course, it's a pay game, not part of the season ticket package. Finnegan nods it on, boos it now. Burton O'Brien plays it down the line to Finnegan. Oh, switch quickly inside to Flynn. Good play from Falkirk. Uses Higginbotham, gets it back.
This Carl is in.
Through the middle, Finnegan.
Oh.
Fortunate for Finnegan, just stumbled at the wrong minute. Played over the top.
Great little bit of football from Falkirk. But Carl Finnegan, he actually controls it with his right foot. If he controls it with his left foot, he's got a shot on goal. Just side foot it with your left and put it into your path. Just took the wrong option.
Just seems like a man lacking in confidence, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's just, probably a bit nervous. Getting a chance like that, but he's had one in front of goal already, Andy.
A free kick taken by Marion Kello. Well, it's goalkeeper standing over the ball. Kyle up there, Brian McLean behind him. Callum Elliott. Right, Kyle. The referee wants a word with Kevin Kyle.
This is what Kevin Kyle does awfully. He just moans about everything all the time. Any little bumps and stuff. Look at the size of him, you know.
And he's never spoken to referees before, of course.
He's like a wee girl, honestly.
And that's what we want to see. If you can get him riled, he has got a temper. So, of course, that early substitution time when Manas went over on his knee. Kello knocks it long. Headed on by Kyle. Oh, Templeton does well, steps away. Jason Mart comes inside him now. Referee decides no free kick. I think he's quite right. Now Brian McLean knocks it forward to Carl Finnegan. Finnegan now.
Looked like a free kick to me, Andy, but
Compton
fair play
on that far side.
Take him on. Well done.
Goes past him, just knocks it too far though. Darren Barr across quickly. Good play from Compton, Jamie.
Well, it's good signs, isn't it? You know, that's what you want your wide players to do. Get the ball and really have a go at them, you know. Just go up to them, touch the ball by them and try and get some out of it. That's what he's done.
Jason Marr stays back with Burton O'Brien. For his corner, Carl Finnegan goes short. He's going to take the corner. Jack Compton jogs away. All lined up at the edge of the
this is all about getting away from your marker.
Box, apart from
as soon as he runs up, you got to sprint.
Floated in.
Too easy.
Goalkeeper though. Easy one for Marion Kello. Really has to be driven those balls. Said that many times before. First comes Jason Mart.
Well done.
Brilliantly done by Jason Mart. Good communication this time between Scobie and Ojesnik. Knocks the ball over the top.
Just boozed, here he is.
Behind by Flint. Just a wrong bounce here, Jamie.
Yeah, just another pound off it from Ojesnik.
Yeah, he was watching. Good play by Templeton. Knocks it forward.
Hits him.
Instead, it's Brian McLean though. Flynn.
He's through.
Well found by McLean. Uses Higginbotham. Clipped over the top, but not enough. Falkirk's allowed him to get it. Scobie's there first though. Knocks it through to Higginbotham. Steps inside. Chip through the middle. Mark Stewart.
Pull it back. Here we go.
Into the back post.
In. Oh.
Headed clear.
Aye.
Good play by Falkirk again.
It was, yeah. Great little ding back from Mark Stewart as well.
Palacios on that far side.
The referee always gives a foul for that though, doesn't he?
Finnegan ruled to have pushed him in the back. And he really, Palacios has to be the main man because he's not a left back, Jamie.
No, I'll just keep going at him, having to run at him.
Now Elliott knocks it wide. Templeton comes inside. Steps past two. Drives it well. They continue where he started his season, David Templeton. Jamie, not afraid to take players on.
No, he's a really dangerous player. Someone's really got to deal with it soon as.
3 players out there at that time. One of them should at least have got a tackle in. Flint can't keep it in though, unfortunately. Ojesnik again. Distribution poor from kick. Craig Thompson will take this throw in. Floro scoops up over the top. Then worked wide to Jack Compton. Jason Marr on the run. Steps inside. Uses Burton O'Brien. Higginbotham to Compton. Past Templeton.
Oh, here we go.
Slip through to Mark Stewart.
Oh, there we go.
Great goal for Mark Stewart after 12 minutes. Fantastic start, Jamie.
Well, nothing funny, Andy, but that's been coming. I mean, they played that a few times. Carl Finnegan's been through. Ryan Flynn's been through as well. And he stuck it away. What a great goal. As I say, it's been coming. Falkirk have had all the possession. They look better going forwards. And a wonderful finish from
And a good switch of play. We've been saying as you get the ball forward more quickly. There was never a better example than that. One through in the middle of the park, then straight through to Mark Stewart.
Yeah, but the best thing about the centre midfield, they're not playing flat at all. They're playing in little triangles, and Hearts can't deal with it at the moment.
Well, 13 minutes on the clock. It's Falkirk 1, Hearts 0. Goal by Mark Stewart. Took it well, took his time. Drew Manny and Kello slipped the ball under him. So now we can see what the Premier League's like. Side steps inside. Twaddle. Finnegan does enough though. Snudges him off the ball. Brian Winters there.
See, Andy Falkirk look a different side, don't they, because they're playing against Hearts.
Yeah, get more time on the ball, better possession play.
Well, Hearts hitting the better than them, that's why they're giving them time on the ball.
That's aimed at the big men in the penalty area. Jason Marr clears downfield. Mark Stewart uses his pace.
Tell you what.
Gets there. Can't keep it in though. I'll tell you one thing, Darren Barr must have been panicking because he would know that Mark Stewart could go past him with interest.
Exactly. Stuck it into fourth gear and everything away.
And Craig Thompson. Forward. Again, Scobie there first. Darren Barr turns away. Chased by Mark Stewart. Goes back to his goalkeeper. Then into midfield.
Man on.
I think that's right tackle from behind.
Oh, you're not allowed, are you? Not allowed.
Martin O'Brien wants to take it quickly. And rightly so. Compton and O'Brien over the ball.
It's a bit too central here. I don't think someone's going to have a shot because it's...
Drives it. High and wide though.
Yeah. It's good to get a lot of power behind it, but you can't really put the height on it if you do that.
And you've really got to be exceptional if you're going to try and score from there, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm not saying Jack Compton isn't, but you know.
Well, I'll see it. I don't think he's good enough to score from there.
Long way to go yet.
Templeton heads it on, over the top. Jason Marr does well, gets there. Lifted over the top to Jack Compton. Miscontrols it. Yeah, getting plenty of time by Jason Marr. Can't afford these sloppy mistakes. Hearts are too good a side for that.
Runner.
Again, Templeton does well. Knocked wide. Play to the far post. Twaddle's there though.
Talk.
Well, I think to be fair, Jesnik shouted for that, but Mark Twaddle decided that he could possibly win it.
No, I didn't hear a shout, Andy. Everyone just looking at the ball in the air and going for it.
And Falkirk got away with it. Kevin Carroll waits. Jesnik just clears from hand. Knocks it up in the air. Darren Barr waits with Mark Stewart. Comes off Mark Stewart. Palasuelos quickly chased down by Higginbotham. Does well. Knocks it long though, and out for a throw into Falkirk. Fantastic news from Falkirk. Started off so badly for them, and Tam McManus being injured after 2 minutes. Higginbotham plays it first time to Mark Twaddle. Cross comes Santana. Down the line it goes to Flynn.
Keep going.
Back inside to unlucky Mark Twaddle.
That's what Twaddle's got to do. He's got to keep
Played
going.
over the top. Kevin Kell to chase. Cross comes Brian McLean. Knocks it back to Jesnik. Clears it out. Well, player injured down there. Ryan Flynn. Didn't see what happened there, Jamie. Was it a late tackle? What happened?
I have no idea. I never saw it myself. He was all looking at Mark Twaddle getting back on the ball and missed the actual, obviously, a little clip he got. You get the Sky Plus on that one.
So jogs away. Throw into Hearts. 17.5 minutes on the clock.
That's Sousa Santana again, the hatchet man.
Certainly that's twice he's been involved in incidents with Falkirk players.
Throw it. Well done, Mark.
Twaddle does well. Ryan Flynn now turns away. Jonsson gets ahead of him, but Finnegan picks up the loose ball, uses Jason Marr as the out ball. Oh, ball to Burton O'Brien, but also unnecessary. Uses Scobie this time. Into midfield, now Higginbotham.
Mark Stewart's on over the top all the time.
Good play.
Come
now
on,
Compton.
slip
Again,
him in.
worked well by Falkirk.
That's off.
Right over the top. Stewart offside this time. The referee decides that that's let the goalkeeper run it out, but certainly Mark Stewart looked offside from this angle.
Yeah, he was, but
booze
3 or 4 times he could have played him in. Turn. There's no one telling him to turn.
Boozed or knocked over the top there.
Oh,
Boozed there. Boozed did well there. Mark Stewart to be a bit more cute than that.
yeah, he should have ran through his legs. Oh, tried to kick the ball through his legs.
Yeah, couldn't decide
All
which
of
one
them.
it was. Couldn't decide which one it was. Ball knocked long. Kyle comes short. Heads the ball on. Elliott. Hustled out of it though. Forced back by Jack Compton. Burton O'Brien there quickly. And Scobie. Well, it came off Santana, but again the stand side assistant said Hart's throat.
Yeah.
Stephen Presley not happy.
I think he's right next to it, and I think it's too quick for him.
Talking to the fourth official. Down the line it goes, aimed at Kyle.
Needs a bit of laser eye surgery.
Won by Mark Twaddle, headed out above Kyle as they move their way down the touchline. Stephen Presley involved in a debate with Eddie Smith. Craig Thompson. Player split and gives it to Santana. Burton O'Brien there though. Puts for Higginbotham. Played long. Finnegan to chase, but that's way too heavy.
Nah.
20 minutes gone, still Falkirk 1, Hearts 0. Goal after 13 minutes by Mark Stewart. Tremendous through ball from Jack Compton, right into his path. He drew the goalkeeper from 18 yards, slotted into the back of the net. Again, Twaddle does well. Intimidating presence, Kyle, but he's not getting all his own way. And again, Twaddle does well. Ryan Flynn this time. Ryan Stevenson there, the two Ryans. Jim Jeffries telling him exactly what he wants him to do.
Here we go again.
Down the line it goes. Flynn ahead of Kyle. Time he gets to the ball, it drops for Burton O'Brien. Just clears it out.
Mark Twaddle's going to have a sore head after this. 55,000 headers against Kyle.
This will go down the line again to Kevin Kyle. Nods it in this time. Elliott flicks it on. Ryan Stevenson drives it just past. Good move from Hearts, but
yeah, he's very, very predictable, isn't it? But you know, a wee flick on and a wee touch on, and someone to get a shot away, and it wasn't too far away. And that's all it takes.
And Ryan Stevenson, of course, renowned scorer from midfield, brought to the club by Jim Jeffries from Ayr United. Boozed the easy one though. Kyle nods it on. Jason Marr will get there first up. Can't quite direct it though. That leaves him again. Brian McLean brilliantly leads the ball.
Oh.
Really is in top form. Finnegan behind the bar, but Kello comes off his line.
That's unlucky.
And knocks it long, aimed at Kyle again. Two hands in the back there by Scobie.
Just the two hands.
Up into midfield. Now Palazuelos knocks it wide to Templeton. Cross goes Ma. Compton there too. Oh, brought it down by Jason Ma. That'll be a yellow card. Yeah, there's any doubt about that one, Jamie.
No, there's no need to go to ground there, Andy. You just got to keep chasing him and hope that he's going to try and cross it soon. It never looked like he was going to cross it there, and he still dived in. And that'll be Ma on the yellow card, so he'll need to watch himself now.
And Templeton will just take it up to him and go past him again. But to be
Yeah.
fair, Compton should have been there too, doubling up. We know what Templeton can do.
Someone has to beat.
Palace on the penalty spot. Kevin Curley in there, of course. Callum Elliott. Boozed in there too. Lots of big men in there. Whipped in. Headed clear by Burton O'Brien though. Flick back over the top.
Yeah, it's offside.
Burton O'Brien, brilliantly controlled. Played over the top for Mark Stewart.
Give him it early. Give him it early.
Oh, first time for Callum Higginbotham.
Oh,
just the wrong ball there. Right idea, just the wrong ball, Jamie.
Oh, I had to pull it back a bit more. If I kept it out of the box, it'd have been a goal.
Finnegan and Compton. Again, Burton O'Brien. This time Mark Stewart bends his run. Finnegan's onto the ball. Forces it, can't get quite past Darren Barr, not quite to Templeton. Decides to take it on himself. Uses Kyle. Oh, poor ball from Kyle. Throws back to Palazuelos. Decides to come away himself. Now Boozed, wide. Thompson out here. Higginbotham comes across. Played into Elliott. Back to Thompson. That's poor defending from Higginbotham. He picks up the loose ball. Chance to run. Played to Finnegan.
Oh, we kick out as well.
Craig Thompson quite clearly stood on Carl Finnegan there because he couldn't get the decision.
Got a yellow card in there. Got to yellow card him.
The assistant crossed at his 2 points worth.
Should the linesman's got to join in and tell him what happened.
Well, if you saw what happened,
kick out at him.
And Craig Thompson is going for a red card here.
It's a groin actually in there.
Now consulting the fourth official. Well, the crowd not happy, but I think he's quite right to consult the other officials, Jamie.
Well, he is, yeah. He's maybe not sure. He maybe thinks he wants to send him off, Andy. You never know.
So
he's got to make a decision.
Craig Thompson going to the top pocket.
1-0 down, one man down. I'd like to see that.
The red card is. Oh, Craig Thompson sent off. 25 minutes gone. Craig Thompson sent off. And Jamie, the right decision.
Well, we called it right. You know, they're both on the ground, but it's only Thompson that kicks out. Just kicks out at him. Absolutely stupid. In front of the referee, the linesman and the fourth official.
Carl Finnegan be yellow carded for his part in the incident. But off he goes, Jamie.
Yeah, deserved. I don't think Cal did anything, to be fair, but...
So Hearts down to 10 men, and I've got to say, Jamie, that is exactly the right decision.
Yeah.
And fair play to Brian Winters. He did consult his stance side assistant
he did
and
the right
also
thing.
the fourth official.
Absolutely
to
the
be
right
absolutely
thing.
sure.
The linesman's not done really well in the first half, but he did had a good decision there. I think he may be fine. Maybe Templeton or Santana will come off and make way for someone else.
Mark Miller going off for a jog. Looks like Carl Finnegan could be struggling. He certainly had a word with Burton O'Brien, so hopefully it won't be him. But, well, down to 10 men now, Hearts, after 25 minutes. Scobie standing over the ball.
What a chance we've got here. Just got to be careful.
Shot to Burton O'Brien. Tell him where he wants him.
He wants him to go forward.
Square to Brian McLean. How Falkirk going to use the extra man?
The extra man is always wide.
Mark Stewart pointing beyond the defenders. Finnegan knocked
on.
Oh, Mark. Stewart slips at the vital moment. Good touch by Finnegan.
That was unlucky.
Knocked wide now too. Now Santana. Forced backwards though by Mark Twaddle. Back to his goalkeeper.
Oh, go on.
Egan
Yes.
Johnson now going to full back. Played there, of course, before. Not forward by Scobie. Chance for Flynn to chase
Flynn will
with
get that.
Johnson.
Bet, yeah. Told you. Well done. Oh!
Well, that time he's a free kick because Egan Johnson quite clearly pushed him out of the park there, Jamie.
Yeah. Brian Winters just bottled that one. I thought, well, I've just sent him off. I can't. He'll probably think I'll get shot if he gave that one.
Well, they're down there by Kyle. Now to Templeton. Compton. Marr line up. Marr's got to be careful. Yellow carded already, of course. Yes, they out quickly to grab that one. Bowls out to Ryan Flynn. Good throw out. Chance for Falkirk to break. Higginbotham wants the ball. Gets it. Again. Well, I think that Callum Higginbotham was very, very lucky to get away with that, Jamie.
Yeah, just got to release it sooner, hasn't he?
Oh, Flint. Now Santana, chance to run.
Just got to calm it down
Good
a bit
smart.
now, Andy. Don't, one of our
Good
players
play
been
from
sent off.
Now Burton O'Brien. Wide it goes to Jack Compton.
Take him on, take him on.
Up to
Inside and
Palazuela,
shoot.
steps
Here
aside
we
him.
go. Oh,
Driven just past by by Jack Compton.
tell you what, it's on to do that all day. All day. Give him the ball, let him have a go at Palazuelos. With Palazuelos, who's like a
And Hearts are about to make a substitution. Morovic coming on. Kyle backs into Brian McLean, now to Templeton. Knocked down the line to Elliott.
hold him off,
Pass
hold him
Scobie.
off.
Oh, clearly pushed back there by Callum Elliott. And that'll be a yellow card. Well, it is
Well done, Tam,
indeed.
for walking away. Yep. Hearts players, fans, everything, they're all losing the plot a wee bit.
Well, what's not really been a dirty game, we've had one red and 3 yellows already, and there's only half an hour on the clock.
There's only been one tackle.
And that was you on Tony Smith.
That was up here.
So Morovic will be coming on.
Yeah, we talked about Falkirk lifting for the challenge, and they're proving it at the moment. But you know what cup games are like, anything can happen.
Ball played long. Headed back in. Scobie there first, nudged off the ball by Kevin Kyle. Shakes his head, that's what we want to see. Watch the frustration in this
thought so.
outside
Callum
building.
Elliott off.
So he takes off Elliott, brings on Morovic.
Yeah, looks as though Mr. Kyle will be on his own up front. They'll pack the midfield. No more goals to be lost.
Jason Marr, play to the far post. Goalkeeper comes, easy catch though.
And they'll try and hit on the break.
Scobie comes short, wins the header. Finnegan flicks it on. Santana.
So you play him up front now. Just have to play one in behind him, one in front of him.
Higginbotham does
Easy.
well. Compton back to Burton O'Brien. Picks out Jason Marr on that far side. Compton tries to get there. Instead it goes back to Brian McLean. Played in towards Finnegan. Does well at the edge of the area.
It's good touch.
Knocked back to Mark Twaddle. Wide you've got Ryan Flynn. Over the top goes Mark
Oh, it's a
Stewart.
great
Good run
run.
from Stewart. Turns away from Dan Bart.
Well done.
Good play from Mark Stewart, Jamie. Made a fantastic run.
Well, it was, yeah. It looked as though he was offside, but he just delayed it enough just to nip in front of Darren. And because Darren's looking at the ball, he can't see where Mark Stewart is, so just nips in front and takes a good touch and gets a corner. Brilliant.
Falkirk's second corner of the game. First one from this side. Jack Compton jogs across. Finnegan, of course, took the corner on the other side. Well, Jack Compton will send us into the danger area. driven in this time. Oh, cleared up.
Yeah, poor one.
They're going to run out. Just eventually runs out. Burton O'Brien just ahead there of David Templeton.
Go and do it now. Do it. Do it.
Back to Jason Marr, who's on his own. Back to Burton O'Brien. Looking for options. Down the line it goes to Jack Compton. Chance to run. Played into the middle.
Too easy again.
Too far though. I think he should have had a go at Egert Jonsson. He has played right back, of course, but
yeah, he just wants to get Carl Finnegan a go, I think. Leave it. Handball.
Again, Burton O'Brien there to pick up the loose ball. Work it back to Tam Scobie. And Jason Marr. Knocked over the top, but shooting well offside though.
That's what you call going too soon.
Boozid. Knocks it forward.
Second ball. Well done.
Hard as well. Burton O'Brien just eased off the ball there by Stevenson. Quickly taken by Burton O'Brien.
Come on.
The referee decides the ball was moving though.
Yeah, good thinking by Burton as well. It's a shame. A lot to prove, the Falkirk players, after last year.
You have to say it was a marvellous goal by Mark Stewart. Hasn't been in the best of goal scoring forms, was in pre-season, but when the season started it seemed to dry up for him. It's going to be inside.
Switches on, switches on. Well done.
Looks it wide to Jason Marr. Up to Palazuelos. Now to Higginbotham. Poor ball by Higginbotham though. Scobie will get there first.
Great challenge.
Tackles with the wrong foot. Gets there. Higginbotham for me, just too casual at times, Jamie.
Just a yard off the pace, isn't he? Got to sharpen himself up in games like this.
Certainly Jack Compton was similar, but he's certainly improved his touch and his distribution. By McLean. By Robert Ojeznik.
Well, he's going to get. Oh my God, what a throw that is! Well done, Bobby.
Well, that's poor by Ojeznik. Again, lack of concentration there.
Oh, well done, Carl.
Again, well spotted, Carl Finnegan.
Yeah, he did well. Pulled Bobby out of a wee hole there, didn't he?
Egert Jonsson.
Probably a big hole if he was in it.
And Falkirk had oceans of space too. They didn't need to put themselves under pressure.
Get there. Don't let bounce.
Scobie knocks over the top. Boozid heads it back. Again, Scobie there first. Oh, I don't know what happened there.
Don't know, I don't think.
Scobie certainly won the ball. Whether he caught the player on the way past, I don't know.
Well, if he had a connected heads, I think Tam Scobie would be holding his head as well.
And Stevenson is who's down. In fact, David Templeton is who's down. Have to go off, of course, because the physio's been on. O'Brien does the decent thing. Templeton and Finnegan both come on. Finnegan, of course, went off to by the physio, so referee quite right. Toro wins the ball. Oh, mistake by Moravcik. Palazuelos. Morovic. Knocked wide to Egert Jonsson. Santana now. Turns away from Burton O'Brien. Forced wide though. Knocked into feet. Kevin Kyle tries to pick out a pass. Scobie's there though. Now Higginbotham. Again a poor pass from Higginbotham to Callum Higginbotham to Jack Compton. And
no,
Jamie, that is just not good enough.
I think it was for Carl Finnegan. Carl Finnegan started running to the hole and then turned inside. And Higginbotham's head was down.
Forward by That's Stuart's almost in. He nodded forward. Helped on. Twaddle's there though. Gets it to Burton O'Brien. Now looking for runners. Goes back though. Good play from Burton O'Brien. Knocks away to Jason Marr.
Touch, come on. Oh.
He's invited trouble there.
I said earlier the scuffles with Kevin Carr were going to be crucial, and Mark Twaddle's winning most of them.
Down the line it goes to Mark Stewart. Darren Barr out there. Stewart knocks it back to Jason Marr. Tries to play a short ball, all too casual again. Now Higginbotham steps inside.
Give him it.
Uses Burton O'Brien. Knocked wide to Jack Compton.
Take him on.
Cross comes Egert Jonsson. Goes past him. Santana slides in, knocks the ball out. Throw into Falkirk. 10 minutes to go before half time.
That's what we like to see. Suso Santana in that position.
7 minutes to go before half time. There's some time added on, of course, for the injuries, particularly to Tam McManus. Higginbotham back to Mark Twaddle. Will he take on Santana? Hopes to give it to Compton. He floats into the box. An easy one for the goalkeeper, though. Well, not the sort of cross you want, Jimmy. You want that driven in.
No, it's difficult. He only had one step to make. If he was running up to it, it would have been easier.
Again, Scobie does well. Does enough to put off Kevin Kyle. We know how easily frustrated Kevin Kyle can get. Now Brian McLean. Great ball from McLean to Jason Marr. Chance to run. Tries to go past the player. Steps into him though. Not long. I thought it was Scobie though. Now Compton. Inside to Burton O'Brien. Linchpin of everything. Looks for options. Clipped over the top to Carl Finnegan. Chested down. Good play from Finnegan. Jason Marr whips it in. Headed clear. Picked up by Higginbotham.
I like it. Oh,
good tackle there from Mark Stewart. Seemed to take an age there.
Well, he just didn't realise what was around him, did he? You know, he's got to have a look and see if he's in the space. He was right behind him. He's just got to go and hit it.
Allowed Palasuelos to get back, just take the ball off his toes. But great spot again by Higginbotham.
I know, these wee passes in between the defence are just coming off like a dream.
Still only 1-0 to Falkirk. Should have been further ahead. Mark Stewart's had a couple of scored a good goal of course, but had a couple of reasonable chances to put Falkirk further ahead. Hasn't taken them. 5 minutes to go before half time. Hearts down to 10 men. Craig Thompson sent off for a stamp on Carl Finnegan. Ryan Flynn. Chipped over the top.
Oh, it's a ball.
Darren Barr in behind Mark Stewart. Mark Stewart behind Darren Barr, I should say. Finnegan racing to get up. Forced back though.
Oh, one twos.
Uses Higginbotham. Slipped through to Mark Stewart.
Ball.
Finnegan.
Oh,
fantastic goal from Falkirk. Well, Jamie, that is a fantastic goal.
I'll tell you what, it looked as though it was all lost. Absolutely all lost. Didn't panic. Played a 1-2 inside. What a finish that is, by the way, honestly. And a great spot by Mark Stewart. He could have panicked and fired it across goal, but he just picks Carl Finnegan out. Cool with left foot, side in the pocket. Brilliant.
And if you want to open your account, no better way to do that than Jimmy.
Well, to be honest, that's an absolute stormer of the game, Carl Finnegan. He deserves it, absolutely deserves it.
And calmness personified. He knew exactly what he was doing, looked at the goalkeeper and just slipped it past him.
No, it was great. Pulled back as well, you know, he gave Matt the option to pull it back to him. Excellent goal.
Falkirk 2-0 here. He's off Jack Compton, out for a throw into Hearts on this near side. Egert Jonsson. Kyle comes short, uses Jonsson. Flipped over the top. Scobie. Poor one, no. Now Moravchik. Plays it wide to Palasuelos. Templeton on a run. Off he goes. Tracked by Ryan Flynn. This time he steps inside Marr. Marr does well.
Let's see this out for 5 or so minutes.
3 minutes to go before half time.
That'll be a 5.
It'll be a 5 with all the injuries they've had.
And the yellow cards and the sending off.
Could be here for another 2 hours yet. Ball down the line. Finnegan heads it inside. Picked up by Stevenson though. Not down the line to Templeton. Marr dives in. Can't afford to do that. Already been yellow carded. They want to say, will the referee even it up? But well, you give him an opportunity.
I think Jason Marr needs to watch as well. He might have to stick Kieran Duffy on for maybe the last 20 if he.
Indeed. Almost by telegraphy. Off goes Kieran Duffy to warm up.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that.
I'd be a good coach for someone, Andy.
It's good to see that Stephen Presley's got his radio tuned into Radio McGowan. Well, the ball got played through.
Yeah,
it came off a Falkirk player, so it's a corner to
anyway.
Hearts.
It's a shame the referee hasn't either. Down his shin and Shinny done the rollie.
Templeton jogs across, take this corner. So more defending for Falkirk to do. 2 minutes to go of regulation 45. I got Jonsson joins the attacking band.
Get close,
Played
get
in.
tight. Well done.
Headed to the far post.
Boozed.
Knocked down the line. And Ryan Flynn will chase this. Santana there though. Play football between the two of them. Flipped over the top, aimed at Kyle.
Hold him
Ah,
off.
good play from Tam Scobie, Jamie. He knew he was going to win that one. He just stood his ground.
Yeah, Kevin Kyle tries to
play
chest
a
it
ball.
down.
Now Darren Barr. Play to Templeton. Drops to Jason Marr. Brian McLean into midfield to Button O'Brien. Finnegan, first time layoff to Mark Twaddle. Now Jack Compton, back to Twaddle. Clipped over the top. Oh, overhit there by Mark Twaddle. So we pushed down the line, would have allowed Finnegan a chance to run at it.
Yeah, just we tickle down the line.
Into the final minute of the first 45. Falkirk 2, Hearts 0. Kyle heads it on, Santana works it to Templeton. Slip through to Santana. Forced wide by
Mark
Twaddle.
Twaddle. Make sure there's no cross coming in. That's the most dangerous when it's in open play and they're pulling it back. That's how Falkirk scored the last goal.
Stephen Presley waving Mark Stewart forward.
Let's get tight here.
Templeton takes the corner. And he passed the post there by Boozed.
Yeah.
Good pressure from Carl Finnegan. Jimmy did enough to put him off.
Yeah, he was behind Boozed. He tried to header it in with his left lug.
Stand side number 4th official, about to hold up the number of minutes time added on. Jesnik knocks it long. 3 minutes time added on. We're into that time now. Falkirk 2-0 up here. I got Jonsson. Again, this will be aimed at Kevin Kyle. Button O'Brien stood his ground again. That's what I like to see. You like to see Kevin Kyle getting annoyed because that means his mind's elsewhere, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's not going well for him today.
Mark Twaddle gives it to Brian McLean. Clipped over the top. Chance for Ryan Flynn to run.
Finish it.
He's going to get there. Played across.
Oh.
Darren Barr takes it off his toe though. Kello comes out. Darren Barr decides to knock it away. Now Palasuelos. Callum Higginbotham steps away. Button O'Brien steps in. Chance for Falkirk to run again. Played to, Mark Stewart just left slightly too early again, Jamie.
Yeah, I think it'll be a couple of times in the second half, Andy, if he tries that. Darren Barr's legs and Booz's legs will be a bit warier. And he'll be able to get away with it, I think.
Into the final stages of this first half. Ball knocked long. Again, Kyle's there. Nods the ball down. Again, Scobie steps in. Compton chasing Santana. Chases him down. Well, I didn't see that one either, Jamie.
I might have just flicked off him, but didn't see much of that.
Kyle again comes short, aimed at him. It's over his head though. Scobie knocks up in the air. Knocked wide. Again, Burton O'Brien's there. Played inside to Callum Higginbotham. Knocked wide to Mark Stewart.
Not getting that.
Oh, not just slightly too hard there by Higginbotham. But good effort, Jimmy.
Well, it was, yeah. We're starting to break the pace now, and that's what we want. Use the pacey guys, get them over the top, get the defenders running.
Now got Jonsson, down the line it goes. Kyle misses it. Twaddle there. Santana away from him though, and past Scobie. And good closing down by Falkirk. And Compton steps in front of Santana. Knocked over the top again for Mark Stewart to chase. Knocks it downwards. Down bar there though. Again, Egert Jonsson. Clips it over the top, aimed at Kyle. Knocks it to Templeton. Comes inside. Gives it to Ryan Stevenson. Now Santana.
Go on. No shots, no shots. Well done.
Good play again by Mark Twaddle.
Yeah. Santana looking at that half yard so he can get a shot in or fire it across the face. Mark Twaddle does really well, just not diving in, looking at the ball, not the man. Excellent defending.
This will be the last action of the first half. Corner to Hearts.
Got to be time up, surely. Go on, ref. Blow.
Now play to Templeton.
Oh no.
Steps inside.
Yep.
Another corner, saved by Robert Ojeznik.
I don't know how the referee spotted that. That was only a tiny touch from Olejnik. I thought it was only us could see that.
Well, Templeton, this time no requirement unless Santana decides to go short. He's not this time. Templeton floats it in.
Free header. Well done.
Headed clear by Carl Finnegan. Half time here at the Falkirk Stadium. Falkirk 2-0 up here. Down to 10 men Hearts, so let's hope Falkirk score again and put this game beyond all doubt. Last minute instructions from Stephen Presley. So 45 minutes between Falkirk and the next round of the CIS Cup. Of course, defeated Partick Thistle 1-0, goal by Ryan Flynn. Was player of the round last time round. And we hear that Rangers are 3-1 up against Dunfermline. So, what chances? Trip to Ibrox, that certainly would help the bank balance. Well, Duffy forced it down the line to Flynn, but it came off him.
No, I don't think Flynn was expecting to get through to him. A bit slow to react.
Palasuelos, down the line it goes. Duffy's there though. Burton O'Brien flicks over to Compton, knocked up in the air to Stewart. Dan Barr's there though. Flynn does well, steps away from Templeton. Now Duffy into Finnegan. Tipped over the top by Ryan Flynn.
Oh, Carla had every right to go down there, but he didn't.
Oh, knocked wide there. Compton almost stepped in. I got Jonsson, knocks it down the lane to Santana. Back to Jonsson. Stewart there quickly. Boozed.
Well, I hope they start taking chances like that, Andy.
Palasuelos. Kevin Carroll, he's not going to beat Brian McLean for pace, that's for sure. Templeton leaves it for Palasuelos. Santana comes short, back to Palasuelos. Finnegan steps in, Compton now, knocks it to Higginbotham, leaves it for Duffy. Tips over the top for in behind Darren Barr for Mark Stewart to chase. Darren Barr sees it out, throw into Hearts. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Darren Barr's heart must be in his mouth every time the ball gets knocked over his head, because he knows how quick Mark Stewart is. And this time he sees the ball out. And throw into Hearts, Palasuelos. Flynn this time. Well, that's a foul. That's as clear a foul as you're ever likely to see. Ryan Stevenson just piled into the back of Ryan Flynn there. He had the ball under control. Yeah,
they seem to be going for balls that they know they can't win. It's always going to draw a foul.
Burton O'Brien standing over the ball with Jack Compton.
That's what I'd like to see, the ball dropping right in the penalty yard spot.
Gets it short from Compton. In behind, headed clear, Compton again. Loads it forward, just to no one know. Now it's headed forward to Templeton, inside to Stevenson. Into space for Santana to chase.
Two on the back post here. If you can see him,
inside,
there he is.
Scobie, play through to Templeton.
Goal side. Oh, brilliant.
Good play from Ryan Flynn. Good covering, now Higginbotham. Flips the ball over the top to Finnegan, lets it run. Now Mark Stewart. Chance to turn away, back to Burton O'Brien. Fall break. Finnegan goes one way. Slotted through to Carol Finnegan. Shot easy for Carol Marion Kello. Great break from Falkirk, but fantastic defending by Ryan Flynn.
Yeah, he just knew he was going to take a touch and put his shot away, but he'd read it like a book.
Higginbotham on the Templeton. Comes inside. Santana just eases Kieran Duffy off the ball. Tips away from him. Chased by Burton O'Brien. Burton O'Brien getting yellow card. I think it's a bit unfair, Jamie.
That's a good foul. Really dangerous. Santana running at everyone there. Taking on Duffy. Kieran Duffy's got to be a bit stronger there, you know, not let him roll him. If he keeps him facing his own goal, there's no danger.
Ryan Stevenson over the ball. Little Templeton there. Palasuelos wide. Darren Barr back in defence with Boozed. Mark Stewart. Kevin Carroll, of course, far post. Templeton.
Keep that wall tight. Oh!
Miss hits. Scobie clears as far as Stevenson. Back up in the air. Forced away there by. No, flicked on.
Oh, great touch.
Higginbotham.
Oh, what's he doing?
Well,
absolutely.
seemed to panic there. panic there as Boozid was arriving. Now Boozid knocks it long towards Kyle. Chests it down.
Oh, never.
Well, I don't see that, Jamie.
No, he brings the ball down his chest, but then just falls to his knees because he knows it's a bad touch on his chest. Brian McLean's really tight on his back, so he can't cushion the ball. That's why he bounces off him.
This is a chance for Hearts. 25 yards out. And Stevenson over the ball. He can certainly clatter them. All lined up.
Again, it's a referee not realising that,
50 minutes on the clock as the referee moves the wall back. Kevin Carroll standing in there.
Keep that wall tight. No gaps.
Stevenson drives it far and wide. Good strike, but never really on target, Jamie.
No, he sliced it really, came right across it, and that's why he just went wide of the post. He tried to get through it a bit more, right in the top corner.
A chance for Falkirk to clear. There's a couple of early scares in the second half for Falkirk. Resnick knocks it along, aimed towards Finnegan. Over the top, great play from Falkirk. Compton on top of it.
That isn't offside, Andy.
Start side says offside.
It's not offside.
It must have been a close one. Play again from Falkirk, one touch stuff. And this will be aimed at Kyle, which it is. But O'Brien helps it on.
Yeah, does well.
Now Ryan Flynn. Oh, great feet from Flynn. Now Higginbotham, wide to Stewart.
Go Ryan, go on.
Back to Barton O'Brien. Inside to Higginbotham. Tipped over the top. Great ball from Higginbotham.
Oh, he's done it!
Off Mark Stewart. Oh, great play from Falkirk.
I tell you what, that was nearly a penalty, Andy, as well. The keeper came close to Mark Stewart there, tried to get out of the way. If Mark Stewart had bumped into him and gone down, what would the referee have done? I don't know.
Well, Falkirk's third corner of the game. And Higginbotham did well, keeping his feet, getting the ball through, and a great touch again from Higginbotham. Really seems to have an eye for the pass, Jamie.
He is this half anyway.
Ryan Flynn comes short. Hearts defenders waved away. Played in by Compton to the far post. Booted just up in the air. Higginbotham plays it first time. Only as far as Kyle. Knocks it wide. Santana to chase. Kyle now getting the centre with Ryan Stevenson.
Pick up.
Good play from Burton O'Brien. Brian McLean.
Oh.
Well, it's convinced it's handball, but the referee isn't. Thrown to Falkirk.
Impossible to see from here.
No, it certainly was.
I could have hit someone in the face. Wouldn't have known.
A good break from Hearts again. Callum Higginbotham putting Falkirk in all sorts of problems.
How is it?
Scobie plays it in the midfield, aimed at Finnegan. Flicks it on to Mark Stewart. Clipped over the top to Ryan Flynn. Finnegan points him where he wants it. Flynn holds it up, gives it to Kieran Duffy. Back to Flynn. Now Burton O'Brien. Good play from Tam Scobie, made an angle. Finnegan, touch to Higginbotham. Chipped over the top.
There's no need.
Mark Stewart held off by Darren Barr. I don't think there's anything in that. I think Darren Barr was just more physical, Jamie.
Higginbotham just a slide really through the pass again. No need
Kyle
to chip
moves
it.
Away from
I'd rather he shot.
Ryan Stevenson. Held up by Twaddle. Forces him back. Again Stevenson. Clips it through the middle to Templeton. Burton O'Brien there. Knocked out for a throw in to.
Again peeling for a penalty, but he's just kicking the ball at him a yard away. You can't get out of the way of that, can you?
So into Hearts on that far side. Burton O'Brien recovers. A bit of gamesmanship there, just to kind of waste some time. Take some of the sting out of the Hearts attack. Clear by Brian McLean. Palasuelos turns, plays it back in, not clear by Duffy. Boozed there, Mark Stewart there too. Knocked back by Marevchik. Darren Barr clips it over the top. Twaddle this time.
It's in, it's in!
Chance to run. Play through for Carol Finnegan.
Oh, believe it.
Knocked into midfield.
Shoot.
Compton.
No way.
Oh, just steps over. Oh, Kello managed to get back. Great vision from Jack Compton, Jamie.
Yeah, it was unlucky really. Just a bit too high, but some end-to-end stuff here. It's good football as well. Falkirk know they can hit them on the break every single time. Just that final pass.
Kello. Again headed on by Kyle. Blind McLean's there.
Come on, Tony, hit it. Oh.
Saved by a member of the crowd. Palasuelos looking down the line to Kevin Kyle. Ball runs out for throw into Falkirk. Wants to calm down by Brian McLean. Down the line there's Carl Finnegan. Palasuelos wins it though. Now Kyle. Comes off Kyle for a by kick to Falkirk. Minutes of the second half gone. Still 2-0 to Falkirk.
Good response from Hearts, so down to 10 men, and they're really having a go.
Well, of course they have to. 2-0 down. They're already out of the cup. Ojejnik. Game towards Finnegan. Boozed wins it. Higginbotham picks up the loose ball. Turns away from Maravchik. Well, I don't think that's a tackle. I think that's assault there. I think that was assault, Jamie.
Yeah. Oh, come on. No, clear foul only 3 or 4 times.
Morovic this time. Yellow carded.
It's a situation like this, whoever's on Kyle, just stand still. Keep him away from the ball.
And Compton clips over
Get
the
flick
top.
on. Here we go. Oh.
Well, I thought Tam Scobie was held down there by Darren Barr. I know they're good friends, but I didn't think they were allowed to be as friendly as that in the penalty area.
Yeah, he was giving him a wee hug in the box, wasn't he? In the mid-air.
Kello drives it along. Kyle comes. Again, Scobie's there. Santana turns away from Twaddle and just knocks it out. Throw into Hearts on the far side. Jamie said end-to-end stuff in the second half. Hearts have had the chances, although got to say Ojejnik yet to make a direct save, Jamie.
Made a direct drop, but that was it. We cleared it away.
Yeah, again, Kevin Kyle all over him. Brian McLean there to knock it clear. Santana drifts out to the wing, switches with Stevenson. Kyle comes short. Knocked away. Finnegan. Yeah.
Turn.
Now to Callum Higginbotham. Not through to Mark Stewart. Wide to Kieran Duffy. Back to Higginbotham. Inside to Burton O'Brien. Knocked wide to Compton. And stepped into stand side assistant, the far side assistant gave that one. Hit went out, so it's a throw into Falkirk. Scobie comes short, takes it from Toro. Burton O'Brien again looking for it. Uses Compton. Tries to get it wide to Twaddle. Jonsson knocks it forward. This time Scobie's there. Heads it only as far as Templeton. Higginbotham working hard to get back. Oh! Oh, steps inside. That'll be a yellow card for Higginbotham.
Here's it, me. How'd you learn to do that, Andy? I would like to know where you learn how to do that. To jump with 2 feet and spin round in a pirouette in mid-air to get a foul.
Well, I think he starts at Stainsmuir because that's where he came from.
I'll blame John Coughlin then.
Well, and of course then he went to Hearts, loaned out to Wraith Rovers, and back with Hearts. Templeton whips the ball in, headed clear. Well, as far as Satana. Down the line it goes.
With a runner. Don't even.
Again comes off Carl Finnegan, good defending from Falkirk striker. Hearts 6th corner of the game, Santana out there, of course goes Templeton, jogs out. Mark Stewart will need to come back a bit because, well, he comes away with Santana. Does a bit dribbling again
Billy.
by.
Get the weirdest man on the corners.
Whipped in. Headed cleared by Scobie. And sound defending by Falkirk, Jamie.
Yeah, they're firing everything at Falkirk at the minute, but standing resolute.
Santana turns away from Compton. Twaddle though. Now corner to Hearts, that's the 7th.
And he'll be saying, I'm taking this one myself, because Templeton can't even get it in the box. Hope he does it as well, hits the front post.
Santana taking this one.
There we go,
Driven
there
in.
we go. Oh.
Again comes off, easy save there. Came off Tam Scobie. Now throwing it quickly to Jack Compton.
Drive, drive, drive.
Ryan Flynn's up with him.
Far
2 on
post
2.
here. Run at the far.
Callum Higginbotham.
Oh, it's
Mark
in.
Stewart.
Oh no!
Oh, lift over the top. Well, he should have scored there, Jamie.
Oh, we thought the chance had gone, but Mark Stewart joins the play really late and just trickles onto his toe, and he tries to lift it over the keeper. It's just too high.
Scored that. That was game over.
I'd like to think so.
Still 30 minutes to go here. Still Falkirk 2, Hearts 0. That should have been 3. Now Kello.
Oh no.
Scobie can't get to it.
Well done, Mark Stewart. Sorry, Mark.
Mark Twaddle does well
Twaddle.
again. Rolled out to Ryan Flynn. But no Brian.
Oh,
First
it's
time
out.
ball wide to Duffy. Good effort by Higginbotham. Just slightly too hard.
Yeah, Mark Twaddle did well there. Read the play again. He knew he was slipping.
Kyle comes short. Takes the ball in. Can't get past Finnegan though.
Yeah, getting to him.
Steps in. Clipped over the top for Mark Stewart. Too hard though. Kello an easy one. Rolls out to Boozid. Knocked down the line. Played inside. Morovic over the top. Scobie's there though. Higginbotham. Burton O'Brien. Now wide to Compton. Steps inside. Gives it to Burton O'Brien. Kieran Duffy wide on this right hand side. Ryan Flynn off on the run. Spotted by Duffy. Palazuelos comes across. Can't get past him, Flynn though. Get back to him quickly though. Oh! Duffy dives in, but gets away with it. Now knocked long. To Kyle. Scobie tells him exactly what's happening. Uses his goalkeeper. Yasnik clears it downfield. Stevenson waits, but drops for Burton O'Brien. First time lay off to Duffy. Getting caught in two minds there. Santana, but gets it to Scobie.
Oh, Tam, come on, Tam.
A poor ball by now Stevenson. Knocks it wide.
Oh, great pace. Well done. Get up, get up.
As well. Back to Stevenson. I got Johnson out there. Now the spare man. Stevenson puts it in the box.
Yeah,
Brian McLean's there.
Talk.
Scobie nods it clear. As far as Templeton. Drives it just past that. The Lesnick's right hand post. Oh, a couple of poor weak headers from Tam Scobie, Jamie.
Yeah, well, it's happened time and time again this season, hasn't it? You know, Tam Scobie's gone up and so's Mark Twaddle, and I think he was expecting that again. And that's why he thought he was going to get clattered there.
Brian McLean having a word with Olejnik, telling him to come and get the ball. Driving forward. Palasuelos waits. Headed on. Flynn does well. Now Duffy on a run. Templeton tries to get back. Knock to Duffy. Taken late by Templeton. Duffy whips it in. Dan Barr heads it clear, only as far as Higginbotham. Now it drops to Compton. Wide to Twaddle. Chip back in. Aimed at Finnegan. Rolls out for a... Well, Palasuelos had the dams all over him, but I don't think it was enough to award a penalty.
No, just blocked him off. It was good defending, to be fair. Because Finnegan was on his own at the back post.
Referee jogs across. Award with the fourth official. Crowd of 4,216 here. Fourth official and the referee having another conversation. Brian's feeling the pace a wee bit. Wants a word with Billy Brown. Organising where to go for a glass of wine in Edinburgh tonight, I would think. Said to Jim before the game, needs to calm down a bit. But when you've got passion for the game, you're never going to do that, Jamie.
No, it's not like him. He'll have a wee growl and a wee spit.
.65 minutes on the clock. Kello clears it downfield. Comes to Kyle. McLean wins it though. Dan Barr heads it back. Now McLean. Again Barr. But O'Brien knocks it wide. Flynn knocks it down the line for Mark Stewart. Great ball from...
Take him on.
Mark Stewart has to go. Crosses it in. Oh, marginally too high. Fantastic effort from Mark Stewart. Santana up against Twaddle. Knocks it in behind him. Ryan Stevenson. Twaddle back to cover. Now Button O'Brien covers Santana. Stevenson cuts into the middle. Santana allowed to run it. Button O'Brien allowed to run.
Yeah.
Penalty. Well, left his leg out. That was always going to be the case, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. You're giving too much space to run at you. You can't just keep backing off. If he's going to do that, Andy's got to do it outside the box. Well, it's been coming, Andy, but you know.
Well, Kevin Kyle scored. That's Falkirk 2, Hearts 1. And really, of the two, when as soon as Twaddle got caught, he should have switched with Button O'Brien rather than leave him there.
Yeah, just a bit sloppy on the far side. You can't leave Susan Santana with lots of room to run at you. It's going to end up in tears anyway.
Button O'Brien knocks it wide, but that'll be out. 66 minutes on the clock. It's Hearts, Falkirk 2, Hearts 1. Goal by Kevin Kyle, penalty. Really gave Olejnik no chance.
Falkirk just need to keep playing the same way. They're going to hit him on the break again. Just got to take the chance.
But O'Brien nods it down. Higginbotham knocks over the top. Boozer's there though. Clears it forward. Brian McLean returns it with interest. Boozer again there. Knocks it wide to Egert Jonsson. Drives it infield, but caught by Compton. Chance to turn. O'Brien. Back to Compton. Knocked over the top, aimed towards Finnegan. Gets his head to it, but Dan Barr's there. Oh, poor one, and it lobs up in the air though. Higginbotham leaves it for Compton. Looking for options. Knocks a ball into space for Kyle. Now Templeton. Again, Brian backing off. Knocked wide to Santana, but this time Mark Twaddle steps in. Knocks along to Mark Stewart. Up to Boozard. And Mark Stewart up to Boozard.
Well, get his head up, get your head up, there we are.
Knocked inside to Higginbotham.
Hit. Oh,
poor ball by Higginbotham.
Yeah, it's a poor effort on goal. If it had really missed it, it could have played Mark Stewart back in again.
Goes for the drive. So it's Falkirk 2, Hearts 1. Penalty from Kevin Kyle after Burton O'Brien brought down Suzo Santana. Just hung his leg out there. Santana just tripped over it, gave the referee an easy decision to make. Kello. This time O'Brien wins the ball. Johnson down the line to Santana. And Burton O'Brien's there. Yeah, free kick there. Stevenson not happy.
Yeah, I think
Free
he's
kick to
all heart
Falkirk.
and going to win the ball there. Santana probably standing on his arm as well as there.
Well, Falkirk have had chances to kill this game off. Instead they find themselves only 2-1 ahead. When O'Brien gets up, gives himself a shake. Ryan Flynn receiving instructions from Stephen Presley. 20 minutes to go. Falkirk 2, Hearts 1.
He only said, please score another.
Quick hat trick would do fine, Ryan. Knocked over the top. Boozed waits. Heads it back. Kyle gets there. Santana allowed to bring the ball down and turn.
Oh, why do you let him turn?
Now through to Ryan Stevenson. Scobie there though. Plays it down the line to Higginbotham. Infield to Mark Stewart. Now to Compton. Knocks round the corner to Carol Finnegan. Gets inside. Well, and Templeton goes right over the top there. Well, Templeton was late there.
Well, Templeton holds his hands up and says, sorry, the referee's not doing anything. Can you believe that?
And Brian Winters missed that one. Standside saying I never saw anything. As the water comes on, Carol Finnegan down in a heap. Boozed thumbs up to the stand side. It's a yellow card to Templeton.
About time.
I think it was because he pleaded guilty.
I know. He wasn't going to do anything. Bloody referee's unbelievable. So I think it was a case of pleading guilty instead of getting sent off. You get a yellow card. I think if David Templeton had walked away from that, I think he would have got away with that. Carl Finnegan limps off. It's another good game, Carl Finnegan, Jamie. Yeah. He has been the difference, I think, hasn't he, in this game? These little touches he's bringing into the game. Aye, good one, Kevin.
Yeshnik knocks it down the line. Big smile on Kyle's face. Well, to be fair, Yeshnik could have taken it into his box, Jamie. Head on by Kyle. Duffy's there though.
I think they've been too dangerous.
Oh, good play from Higginbotham, brought it down, turns away. And slips, now Templeton. Oh, good feet. Turns away from Duffy. Turns away from to the far post, Menway. Headed down by Kyle. Oh, headed clear now by Brian McLean. But O'Brien calms things down, giving it to Ryan Flynn, gets it back.
Go inside.
Flipped over the top. Mark Stewart to run in
Yeah, that's
behind.
not bad. Oh!
Now it drops for Callum Higginbotham.
Put it in.
Edge of the area.
Oh.
Compton gets there. They get Johnson there first up, then knocks it wide. Timanovic. Santana wide. Out it goes.
Got to pick up Kyle. He's left him.
Turns aside, Mark Twaddle and outside him. Plays the ball
Well
in.
done.
Corner to Hearts. Ryan Stevenson taking this corner this time.
Tam Scovey's got to watch. He can't just leave Mark Twaddle out there on his own with him.
Mark Miller
Gotta back
coming
him
on.
up.
Stevenson drives it in. Punch
Yes,
clear by
Bobby.
Yesnik. Drops only as far as Templeton. Cleared again. Into the back of the net by Santana. Well, Falkirk have been asking for it. They didn't clear the lines. And the ball was punched out by Ojeznik. It fell for Santana and he drove it home.
I didn't think this game was over, Andy, at all. They broke the boards and everything, Hearts fans. Got to get back focused. Got to go for it. He'll find himself in the book as well.
Well, I don't think the referee's yellow carded him. So 75 minutes gone here at Falkirk Stadium. It's Falkirk 2, Hearts 2. As Mark Miller waits to make his entrance. Jack Compton going off.
He's played well, Jack, tonight. He's been very positive every time he gets the ball, going forward, taking players on. Higginbottom, I think, they're changing it.
Higginbottom it is.
Yeah, I think Mark Miller's going to try and shoot up the middle of the park there so they don't break too quickly.
But it's back to even Stevens. Falkirk, Hearts are in the ascendancy, you have to say. 2 goals in a couple of minutes. Now to Brian McLean.
A great start, Mark.
Steps away from Templeton, plays it through the middle. Darren Barr's there. Flipped over the top. Again, Duffy can't keep that in. Throw into Hearts. A penalty and a Susan Santana drive. Or just couldn't clear their lines. Really handed this game to Hearts. But we're well in control. Again, Kyle allowed just to bring the ball down, knocks it wide to Egert Jonsson. Outside him, Suzo Santana. Turn Mark Twirl inside out. Comes inside. Play through the middle. Jesnik spills it around the post. Ryan Stevenson there.
Hearts really going for it now. Great. Yeah.
And a corner from Stevenson. Falkirk defending in their own area. Chipped in. Booted clear. Only as far as Stevenson. Compton can't get there.
High feet.
High feet from Compton, so it'll be a free kick to Hearts. Santana and Stevenson both out there. Mark Miller goes across. Waved away by Ryan Flynn. Kevin Carroll standing on the 6-yard line. Palasuelos in there, Boozid, Darren Barr, Egert Jonsson rather, whipped in.
Kyle.
And it's a goal, a free header there from Palasuelos. Well, roof's fallen in, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Brian McLean. I was watching Kevin Carl all the way. All he did was just give Brian McLean a wee nudge and got away from his man. Free header. Great header, to be fair.
Great ball whipped in by Ryan Stevenson, has to be said,
Now
but
behind.
really, free header from Palasuelos. Again, Brian Winter doesn't book him. Is it Kyle that scored?
Kyle that scored, yeah.
So Kevin Kyle headed it into the back of the net. Well, Falkirk had this game all but one. They had chances to go further ahead. A penalty when Barton O'Brien brought down Suzo Santana, converted by Kevin Kyle. Then a failure to clear the area when, again, Bobby Ojeznik punched the ball out. Dropped to Santana. His first shot broke back to him and he drove the second one into the back of the net. And then the ball was played out. Jack Compton high feet. Again, Ryan Stevenson sent it in. And Kevin Kyle buried it behind Robert Ojeznik. And Hearts down to 10 men, of course, for most of this game. Inside to Compton. Moravdic back there, comes off him and out for a by kick. So 12 minutes to go. Well, Falkirk had this game won, Jamie. And it just, the roof's falling in.
Absolutely caved in, yeah. Against 10 men, Hearts. Really up for it in the first half, but Hearts must have had a bit of a rollicking in the half-time dressing room. And they've gone for it.
We said at half-time, we've seen it all before from Falkirk. Again, Kyle
seen it all before from Jim Jeffries.
This time Torlo gets it back. Unusual, meagre Falkirk defence. Shipped 3 goals tonight. Now Kieran Duffy. Burton O'Brien. Can Falkirk get themselves back on level terms? Finnegan. Back to Burton O'Brien. Can't quite thread it through to Duffy. Ryan Stevenson there. Compton in on top of him. Throw into Hearts on this near side. Now rather than rushing, I'm no doubt it'll take them ages to take this one now. Palazuelos checks with the linesman. Again, Kevin Kell nods it inside. Tam Scobie will pick this one up. Picked up by Carl Finnegan. Gives it to Mark Miller. Uses Flynn. Wide to Jack Compton. Now Kieran Duffy. First time to Burton O'Brien. Flipped over the top. Ryan Flynn steps away.
Yeah!
Fantastic goal from Ryan Flynn. Steps away from Palazuelos. Fantastic goal from Ryan Flynn.
It's that combination again, Andy, isn't it? Brilliant goal. Burton O'Brien in through to Ryan Flynn once again. Goal. As soon as he gets the ball, he looks at Ryan Flynn every single time.
So it's Falkirk 3, Hearts 3 in this amazing CIS Cup tie from the Falkirk Stadium. Falkirk looked down and out, but back came Burton O'Brien and Ryan Flynn. And Ryan Flynn buried that one behind Marion Kello.
This season has been praying for a game like this.
Kyle nods it down. Santana. Back to Egert Jonsson. Aimed at
free header.
McLean nods it down. Well, as far as Palazuelos. Chip back in again. Aimed at Kyle.
Handball.
Brought it down in his arm. Now Jesnik uses Brian McLean. Burton O'Brien again comes short. Kieran Duffy off the run. Played over the top. Almost made it on the run there, Kieran Duffy.
He didn't need that kind of touch. He tried to bring it down with his toe, just needed the instep. Play it into his path and get across in.
9 minutes to go. Falkirk 3, Hearts 3. Miller nods it down to Finnegan. Oh, quite drops to Burton O'Brien. Steps away from Ryan Stevenson. Ryan Flynn in there first. Now Mark Miller.
Open up.
Duffy on the run. Slotted
through.
Kieran Duffy.
Driving. And ball.
Duffy plays it to the far post. It's just too far. Well, the right ball, and Darren Barr did well to get there, Jamie.
He did well, but I thought he caught it with his hand, Darren Barr there. That's why all the screens went up in the stand. The Hearts are really here for the taking, and so are Falkirk. Don't know which way it's going to go.
7 minutes of normal time left. Marion Kello drives it forward. Duffy gets it, but only as far as Kyle. Flicks it up over Brian McLean. Scobie waits, uses McLean. No doubt by Brian McLean. And Palazuelos will take this throw in. Santana comes short, gets it. Compton right behind him, gives it back to Palazuelos, steps inside. Again, Finnegan leaves it to Miller. Again, mix up there. Palazuelos drives it forward for Stevenson.
No crosses.
Turns. Not clear there though by Tam Scobie. Sloppy play, Jimmy.
It was, yeah. Win back possession really well with Carl Finnegan. There's give it back straight away. Get in your mind what you're going to do with it.
Palazuelos jogs across. Santana will leave it for him. Kyle down the line, marked by Burton O'Brien. To the inside to Santana.
Yeah,
kick.
well done.
Came off Santana. Some by kick to Falkirk.
Yeah, Kieran Duffy does well there. Just gets his foot round and flicks it off Santana. Bob, here he goes again.
Wide to Mark Twaddle. Inside to Tam Scobie. Miller comes short this time. Placed by Stevenson. Back to Scobie.
Oh my goodness.
Twaddle. It's all too
What's
tight for
going on?
Falkirk. Back to Oljeznik. Knocks it long, aimed at Mark Stewart. Darren Barr waits, nods it down. Duffy knocks it to Compton, back to Burton O'Brien. Wide to Compton, up to Palazuelos, comes inside, steps away, tries to force the ball through. Jonsson read that one though, as Mark Miller tried to go on the far side, flipped over the top.
Get out the park.
Santana, cross goes Tam Scobie, ball runs out, thrown to Falkirk. Scobie. Flip forward, aim towards Finnegan. Tests it down.
Turn.
Has to turn. Gives it for Mark Twaddle. Now Mark Twaddle. Is there a goal left in this game? Is it for Falkirk? Through to Finnegan. Fantastic ball from
Switches
Brian.
on.
Now Finnegan. Drives it. This comes off Moravcik. Morovic, or however he pronounces. Too many consonants in that name for me. Mark Twaddle jogs forward, gets the ball. This is Burton O'Brien. Threads it through for Ryan Flint. Can't quite get there, by kick to Hearts. Good play by Egert Jonsson, spotted that all the way, just eased Ryan Flynn off it. But what a finish for Ryan Flynn for Falkirk's third goal. And Hearts third in the SPL, far from outclassing Falkirk, third in the first division. Again, Scobie there. Above Kyle. No. Complaining again.
Hey, you know that no one's allowed to win a header against Kevin Kyle. It's in his contract.
Egert Jonsson take this throw in. 4 minutes of normal time to go. Down the line it goes. Headed on. Scobie knocks it into midfield. Mark Stewart. Oh, good turn from Kyle. Driven off Falkirk player. Corner to Hearts.
See if Mark Stewart goes to the ball and brings that down. He's got it under control, bringing the players into the play. He lets it bounce. Midfielder jumps him and heads it away.
The corner count is 10 to Hearts, 3 to Falkirk. And once again, Ryan Stevenson will drive this one in. So Falkirk can defend better than they have done so far. Play to the near post. They just passed though. Another corner to Hearts. What's come off a Falkirk player? Oh, we said this before, the benefit of the driven corner, Jamie.
Yeah, it's difficult for keepers to come and get it unless it's too near to him. He can get that one, maybe.
Easy save there for Oljeznik. Darren Barr won it this time.
Again, it's a free header though.
Rolled out to Mark Miller.
I tell you what, I'll not be giving that back to Hearts.
Kevin Kyle injured there. Goes out to Mark Twaddle. Burton O'Brien. Side to Mark Miller. Uses Scobie. Scobie again. We need to get forward quicker. Use the extra man. Now Mark Miller out on his right hand side. Kieran Duffy in space. Compton. Knocked round the corner to Kieran Duffy. Cross goes Palazuelos.
Oh,
Whipped in.
love it. Oh!
Oh, fantastic ball there from Kieran Duffy. I was just praying for him to be headed in the back of the net, Jamie.
Oh my God, what a crossing from Kieran Duffy. Whipped his foot right around it. Mark Stewart, if it had been 5'7", he might have scored.
2 minutes to go. Burton O'Brien. This is going to be a winner. Will it be for Falkirk? Playing chips over the top. Boozid waits, heads it down only as far as Carl Finnegan. Knocks it wide to Ryan Flynn. Cross goes Johnson. The ball off Flynn. Ball cleared into the middle. Now Boozid knocks it clear only as far as Burton O'Brien. Mark Twaddle down the line. Oh, inside though. Flipped over the top. Chance for Hearts to break. Now Ryan Stevenson.
Oh.
Stevenson still keeps the ball.
Oh, he shouldn't be getting on the ball there.
Players in the middle. Stevenson, chance to cross it. It's cleared by Tam Scobie. Carl Finnegan, chased with Palazuelos. Throw into Falkirk. 30 seconds of normal time to go. Brian McLean uses Burton O'Brien. Mark Twaddle out on that left hand side. 3 minutes added time. Carl Finnegan beaten to the ball. Tackle from behind there. It's Ryan Flynn that picks up the ball. Uses Twaddle. Now Burton O'Brien. Into Miller. Back to Scobie. Falkirk knock it around. Burton O'Brien. Now Mark Miller. Kieran Duffy off and a run again. Finnegan. Burton O'Brien. So one last chance for Falkirk. Finnegan off and a run. Forced through. Knocks it to Flynn. Gets to the byline.
Pull it back.
Crosses it to the far post over Kello and just drops out. By kick to Hearts. It's almost a minute of the first of the 3 minutes gone.
Not like Ryan, was it really? Usually good at pulling it back from there.
Same we done have a Kenny Duker on the bench. Unfortunately, he got injured on Saturday against Morton. By McLean. One by Kyle. Flick forward by Templeton to Kyle. Played in, right in the arms of Robert Ojeznik. Rolled out to Burton O'Brien. Now Mark Miller. Ryan Flynn. Leaves it for O'Brien. Wide for Flynn. Dips his shoulder. Steps inside, still on the ball. Ryan Flynn. Inside to Mark Miller. Knocks it wide to Jack Compton. Compton curls one just past that far post. Good effort from Compton.
Unlucky, nearly won it for us.
Marion Kello. Into the final minute of the 3.
He wants to go away, he don't want to leave early.
McLean gets there though. Scobie. Knocked wide, throw into Falkirk on the far side.
Now they've got it left in them, just to create one more chance.
Mark Twaddle gives it to Tam Scobie. Wide to Brian McLean. Chance to bring it forward. Now Kieran Duffy. Inside him Jack Compton. Mark Stewart. Round the corner to Duffy. Whipped in again. Corner to Falkirk. Great crossing from Kieran Duffy, Jamie.
He's got a lovely action. It's effortless. He just whips it in with his right foot. Really dangerous.
Can Falkirk score with what will probably be the last action of this match?
I think the roof will lift off the place.
Going into extra time. Compton drives it in.
Get up.
Far post.
Here we go.
Down.
Yes!
Mark Stewart breaks Hearts. Falkirk will win this game. A fantastic finish. Great header back across goal. And Mark Stewart there to convert it.
Yeah, Brian McLean, great header. It's just about time, Andy, isn't it? About time it happened to us.
So, that's a time come and gone. No better time to score.
Could be a bit of a cheerio coming now.
As the Hearts fans start to stream from the ground. There won't be enough time to take this kick off. And that's it, full time. Well, Jamie, a fantastic result, but a fantastic game.
Yeah, it's been wonderful game, end to end. The whole game, even when it went down to 10 men, there was no dominance by any team whatsoever. It was just a real all-out battle of trying to score goals, and that's what this season's needed for Falkirk.
And the sponsors man of the match tonight, Mark Stewart. Came on, of course, early on for Cam McManus. Scored 2 goals, but could have had more, Jimmy.
Yeah, some real good chances as well, created by Falkirk. And it just makes you think, Andy, you know, when the league performance, the way we play in the league, it's just nothing like this. There's nothing like it whatsoever. If you could take any of this into league form, you'd run away with it.
So Darren Barr's first visit to the Falkirk Stadium ends in defeat. Well, Mark Stewart often criticised for not scoring enough goals. 2 scored tonight, absolutely vital.
Well, it seemed we were just all-out attack anyway from start to finish, so there's always going to be chances created, and you're always going to expect people like Mark Stewart and even Carl Finnegan to score a goal.
Falkirk players absolutely delighted.
Yep, deserve all the plaudits. Unlucky to Hearts, they really tried, came back into the game.
And sportingly enough, Kevin Kyle applauding the Falkirk fans. But that's one thing about Kyle. I mean, he's always up for the game, he's always aggressive, but he's a gentleman at the same time.
Well, he knows there's nothing you can do about that at the end, you know. Corner coming, he scored from a corner himself, Andy, so he knows that, you know, if a header comes across goal, someone touches it in, there's nothing you can do about it whatsoever. Absolutely great.
Well, the story of the game, and what a game it was. After only 2 minutes, Tam McManus was injured, stamped on by Craig Thompson. It fell with Suzo Santana, and he had to go off, and Mark Stewart came on. Then after 12 minutes, a fantastic midfield move by Falkirk, threaded the ball through to Mark Stewart. He drew Marion Kell at the edge of the area and slotted it home for Falkirk's first goal. 22 minutes, Templeton went past Jason Marr. Marr brought him down, yellow card. Then after 25 minutes, Carl Finnegan clearly won the ball in a scuffle with Craig Thompson on his near side. Thompson clearly stamped on him, but after consultation with both the linesman and the fourth official, referee Craig Thompson sent him off. So that was Hearts down to 10 men with still 3/4 of the game to go. Then Finnegan was yellow carded in the same move. After 30 minutes, frustration got the better of Callum Elliott, and he was yellow carded for lashing out at Brian McLean. A minute later, he was taken off with Morovcik coming on for Hearts. Then in 40th minute, a great goal from Falkirk. Ball was played down the far side. Mark Stewart used his pace to get beyond Darren Barr, sent it into the centre, and where was Carl Finnegan to side foot it into the back of the net. So Falkirk went in 2-0 at half time. Right at the start of the second half, Jason Marr went off and Kieran Duffy came on, obviously to save him in case he got a second yellow card. 3 minutes later, Burton O'Brien picked up a yellow card, and then 9 minutes later, Morovchik picked up a yellow card as Hearts really tried to take the game to Falkirk. Higginbotham was yellow carded 2 minutes later, but then Hearts got one back when Shuzo Santana went down the left-hand side. When he went down the left-hand side, in came Burton O'Brien. He hung a leg out, Santana fell over it, and the referee rightly awarded a penalty. Up stepped Kevin Kyle, and he blasted it into the back of the Falkirk net, 2-1. And the 71st minute, David Templeton was yellow carded, but that only prevented 2 minutes later Hearts equalising. Ball was played in from a corner, it was punched half cleared by Robert Oljesnik, it fell to Santana. His first shot from 20 yards was blocked, it fell straight back to him, and this time he drove it into the Falkirk net to make it 2-2. That prompted Stephen Presley to take off Higginbotham and bring on Mark Miller as he tried to shore up the middle. But 3 minutes later, Hearts went ahead. This time it was a corner. Kevin Kyle, probably the most dangerous man on the park, was left in space and he blitzed a header past Robert Oljesnik into the Falkirk net. Would that be Falkirk done and dusted? Not a bit. 10 minutes to go. Burton O'Brien picked out Ryan Flint at the edge of the area. He stepped inside two tackles and blasted the ball past Marion Kello for the equaliser. Was it finished? We thought we were going to end to extra time, but right on time, Jack Copton sent a corner across to the far post. It was headed back across the face of goal, and there was Mark Stewart to prod it into the back of the Hearts net to send the Bairns fans home happy, and also Falkirk into the next round of the CIS Cup. They've proved they can live at this level. Their only problem is they need to get back to this level, and that means winning league games. But Jamie, let's take this for what it was. A fantastic advert for football, a fantastic game of football, and 7 fantastic goals.
Well, they were, yeah. It was just enthralling from end to end, from start to finish. The goals were great. Most of the goals, apart from the penalty, but you know, it's a good penalty as well, good finish. But you know, Falkirk just deserved everything that they've come back from behind, 2-0 up, going behind, and then right at the death there, right at the death. When you think of Falkirk all last year, Andy, you would never ever expected that to happen right at the last kick of the game. Never went for Falkirk ever last year. Hopefully that's kicked off a new sort of bit of luck for us.
But you said 3-2, you said it'd be a close game. You were almost right, 4-3, and you said Falkirk. You're absolutely right.
Well, I did want the open. I had a feeling it was going to be an open game. The Hearts were going to come here and think, look, we're better than Falkirk. Always have that. Bill and Jimmy always do that to the teams, you know what I mean? Say, you're better than this team, you're better than him on the field, you're better than him. They always do that. But they came a bit unstuck. They didn't start very well. Falkirk really took the game to them and got ahead early. And you know, it was just from then on, you just could tell it was just going to be an end-to-end game. And it was just like, the gloves are off and everything. We're just going to go for it. And I'm really glad it did. It was entertaining for the fans. And the fans have got something to really cheer about for once.
And who's the standout players for you? I mean, obviously Ryan Flynn's goal was a pick of the bunch, but who was the standout players for you?
I couldn't have picked any Falkirk player was better than anyone else. They were all absolutely superb. Higginbotham, a couple of straight passes now and then, but you know he worked hard as well, working back and trying to keep on the ball and keep the ball moving. But the passing and moving was really good. Falkirk, you know, they really passed it round Hearts, and Hearts couldn't deal with them. You know, and Kieran Duffy comes on, whips in a few crosses. You know, he's really one for the future as well.
I mean, if you look at the likes of Higginbotham, he's so frustrating because sometimes he'll fall over it, but he really has got an eye for a pass in the final third.
Well, he has. It's just one of these wee players. He's hard to get off the ball as well. Only time they took the ball off him is when he slipped on his backside. But you know, sometimes that's what the pitch is like, you know, and some players like to wear little studs. But yeah, it's going to happen. But he's a great, you know, skillful player, and I think the more games he plays, the better it'll be for Falkirk.
And Carl Finnegan, again, another outstanding leadership performance up front. I mean, he took all the knocks, but and he got a goal.
Well, he played his normal game, you know, but he just looked a different player out there today. I've not seen Carl as confident as that, holding the ball in, drawing all the fouls, and to be fair, in the first half, he was through a couple of times, one-on-one with the keeper, and maybe could have scored more.
And Burton O'Brien again spraying passes around, but we know he's not a defender, and he really hung a leg out there, and he just invited Santana to fall over it.
Well, it all started earlier on though, didn't it? You know, he started giving Santana a bit too much room, and once he starts running at you, you can't dive in. And he's backpedalled and backpedalled. If he'd have done that outside the box, great, probably wouldn't have scored a goal. But in the box, he didn't realise where he was, brought him down, penalty. It's a shame.
And the defence hasn't been leaking goals, but I mean, the 2 goals they lost, particularly the header from the corner, was a free header to probably the most dangerous man on the pitch.
Well, yeah, he's always going to be the danger man, isn't he, on corners? But, you know, it seemed to be such a big packed area, you know. You thought you could maybe give him a wee bump and he wouldn't get a clean header. But it was the other way around, you know. So Kyle, I was watching him. I wasn't even watching the corner coming in. I was watching Kyle, and he just gave Brian a wee bump, got the half a yard, got a free header, and hit the underside of the bar straight in. But yeah, a great finish by Kevin Kyle, to be fair. 2 goals for him as well.
If you look at the financial position of the club, it's not the healthiest it's been, but this will be a boost, particularly if you can get a big name in the next round.
Well, I think so, yeah, you know, and it probably will be as well. I think most of the big clubs have won, so hopefully we'll get another Premier League side and get a decent side crowd again and get the cash in, yeah.
But with the way this team played, I mean, this Premier League's where they should be. They get extra time, they play the ball about, they knock it about with confidence, and they look a different side when they're playing at this level.
Well, I think so, yeah. I think they probably thought, well, we need to step it up a wee bit to play at Hearts' level, but they've actually gone past them and actually played a lot better than Hearts, you know, in the first half especially. But, you know, they don't realise you don't have to lift it that much. They just have to be consistent and play at that kind of level week in, week out. If they do that, there won't be a problem in the league whatsoever. They're far better than other sides. Not many other First Division sides could have come and played like that against Hearts.
Fair summing up there from Jamie McGowan as always, and many thanks to Jamie, and behind the camera of course to Russell and to Tony Smith. So join us again on Saturday. This time we're back to league business, and we're at Starts Park Kirkcaldy for the first time on Falkirk TV, when we'll be covering Wraith Rovers versus Hearts in the Iron and Brew First Division. But the final score here from the Falkirk Stadium in this pulsating cup tie, it's Falkirk 4, Hearts 3.